Hello and welcome back to the Simple Life of Millie B. I'm glad that you all decided to come back and tune into my channel. So today I just wanted to come on and talk about the 5 things that we can do in midlife to help us age gracefully, or just have healthy aging practices, right? So I'll jump right in and start with the first one. The first one thing that we can do for healthy aging in midlife is to develop some sort of strength and mobility practice, right? So I know, in my younger years, of course, I would exercise, but my main focus then was maintaining or being skinny or making sure I can fit into an outfit to look nice, all of the things. But as you age, and you get over 40, you realize that, it's less, superficial, and more about your overall health and making sure that you can maintain a good quality of life as you age, right? So developing some sort of strength and mobility exercise routine is very important, along with the cardio. But strength training, especially for women 40 and over, or even 35 and going up, is very important because, as we all know, women can start going through perimenopause as early as 35. I myself start going through it at 40. So you start to see the subtle physical changes, like, you're just not as strong as you used to, or you start losing maybe muscle tone in certain areas of your body, like your legs, your arms. We all got those bat wings. So it's important to build muscle, right? If you've lost it, it's important to develop some sort of routine to build it up. And if you haven't lost it, it's really important for you to maintain that muscle by developing some sort of strength and mobility exercise. As far as the mobility, another thing that a lot of women that go through perimenopause and menopause, they have symptoms of like joint pain, stiffness, frozen shoulder, all of those things that I myself have experienced going through that phase. And it is very unpleasant. And had I known like those things were to come, if I was 35 and knew that that was coming, I certainly would have started to develop some sort of strength and mobility exercise to help maintain my muscle, to help keep me limber and just, overall fit and healthy. Our heart, it's a muscle, right? And you know what they say with your muscles, if you don't use your muscles, you lose your muscles. I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose no muscles, especially my muscle heart, okay? So I want to make sure that I'm doing something to maintain that. So what did I do as a woman over 40 in midlife? I went on Amazon. There's tons of YouTube videos out there with strength training activities, but I wanted to kind of know the science behind it. So I purchased just some books that might help with that. And I also, these books, and if I can, I'll post the link. It has like a whole workout plan in it, like a strength training plan in it. And I just go in that book and I take the plan and I do 2 different strength training activities a week. I have my dumbbells. I also have a barbell, the big one. I don't know, but I lift weights 2 times a week, and that's what I do. And I started that probably, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago. I really started being consistent in it, and I can tell like the difference that it's made. My legs have toned up. My arms don't have as much as the bat wing. I'm not gonna say they, fit and tone yet, but we're gonna get there. But my arms have toned up. My legs have toned up. I'm stronger. I feel like I am able to move a little bit better. I started taking a bar class, which kind of incorporates ballet, but it's like an upbeat ballet. And that has worked wonders with, we do a lot of resistance bands, and all those things help to strengthen your muscle and maintain your mobility. I also started taking a stretch class. And boy, when I tell you, like, I never knew the importance of really stretching your body and making sure, like, you get the stress out of certain places and just doing certain things like foam rolling. All those things are important for maintaining mobility and strength. And let me tell you, I'll try to insert a clip here if I can. But just the strength and stretching classes have really helped in my mobility and my joints and things of that nature. So yeah, that's the first thing. And the second thing that we can do to maintain healthy aging in midlife is to nourish our bodies, right? And so nourishing our bodies is very important. Okay. And that comes in the form of your diet, right? But it also comes in the form of supplements. As we age naturally, we know that our body's going to lose, certain nutrients and vitamins and minerals, because that's just a part of the aging process, right? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, and I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying, for me, those are things that I feel like are important to maintain, in your midlife, so that you age gracefully. So some of the things that I've done as part of the nourishing my body thing, I have started to take vitamins. I started that probably 3 or 4 years ago. And if I'm not consistent with my vitamins, I can tell a big difference. So I try not to miss my vitamins. I make sure I take me a great multivitamin every day. I also make sure that I take a pre and probiotic. Digestive enzymes will help with gut issues. There's so many great brands out there and so many great vitamin products out there that you want to do your research. I'm not endorsing like any vitamins or anything, so just do your research. And if you don't know where to get the vitamins, I would say a good resource would be Vitamin Shop. The people or the staff that work in Vitamin Shop are really knowledgeable, and they really do seem to know their stuff as far as the vitamins and brands and things of that nature. So that might be a good way to kind of feel out what vitamins might be good for you. As a woman in midlife, I make sure that I take some sort of collagen. It has really helped with the elasticity in my skin, and it helps with just a lot of things. So I would say, that's another good, important vitamin to take as well. And speaking to the nourishing your body part, making sure that you get a good meal. Now, I know we're going to eat, we're going to enjoy our life, right? So, but you want to have that balance, right? You want to make sure that at least 5 days a week you are putting something healthy in your body, whether you're a vegan, vegetarian, whatever, kind of eating plan that you follow. You just want to make sure that it's healthy. So I'll insert some footage of me here, preparing just a simple meal. I like to keep it simple, hence the simple life of Millie B. So I don't have a lot of time. I don't like to spend a whole bunch of time in the kitchen, but the time that I do spend in the kitchen, I want to make sure that I'm preparing something that, one, tastes good, because I don't want no nasty food, right? And two, that, it's healthy. I try to stay away from a lot of salts. Anything that's going to cause a whole bunch of inflammation in my body, or just in the body in general, we all know that it's probably best to avoid that, especially as a woman in midlife, going through menopause, and, you just want to keep it simple. So Here you can see I'm preparing, just some simple chicken breast. I try to get the chicken breast that doesn't have all the antibiotics in it and hormones and that sort of thing. And I just keep it simple. I don't do a lot of air frying. I do have an air fryer, but I don't do a lot of air frying just because I just enjoy putting my stuff in the stove. I guess I'm old fashioned, I know. But I do enjoy putting my food in the oven or cooking it on the stove and, you know, preparing my food that way. If you have an air fryer, there's nothing wrong with the air fryer. You can do it that way. But again, just keep it simple. Make sure you're using like quality food. And you can see here that I try to use like herbs and spices to season the food and not a lot of salt. Just because I don't want to, have any issues with like high blood pressure or high cholesterol and different things like that. So I like to prepare and bake a lot of my foods, and I make sure that I have like some sort of starch, or carbohydrate rather, not starch. And also some sort of vegetable. And I know, the vegetables here on the screen, they aren't probably the best vegetables, but they are a vegetable. And I do try to stick with, taking my vitamins and eating a healthy meal. So that's the second thing, nourishing your body. The third thing that we can do as we age, to make sure that we age gracefully and healthfully, is to develop a good skin routine. I know there are a lot of products out there, right? Ulta, Sephora, everybody's pushing all these beauty products, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. You don't know what to buy. The prices can range from low to extremely high. The packaging is all beautiful. At the end of the day, right? People have been taking care of their skin or using products and things on their skin for years to try to maintain their skin. So what I would say is, again, keep it simple. Okay, keep it simple. It doesn't have to be, a high-end product. Do what works for you, but just make sure that you're taking care of your skin. So, if you can't afford the Paula's Choice or the, other brands out there, go to the drugstore or, and get, something that you can afford. I know, for a long time I used black soap and just shea butter, and it worked great. So do whatever it is that you need to do to maintain your skin. You just want to make sure that you develop a healthy skincare, and that plays into the vitamin part and the collagen. I know as I started getting older, I did start needing to use things like maybe a retinol or something of that nature. So just make sure that you develop some sort of skin routine. And we'll, in some later videos, we will kind of go over a skin routine and things that I do to maintain my skin. And it also goes into the makeup that we as women wear. I do wear makeup. I like wearing makeup, but we want to make sure that we're wearing makeup that doesn't dry our skin out or complements our skin as we age. But, we can discuss that in another video. And so the fourth thing that we can do for healthy aging or to age gracefully is to maintain or develop social relationships, right? I know as we get older and we start having families and just, working and having busy careers, sometimes our social life can get kind of pushed in the background or fall to the wayside, okay? So for many years, I was a single parent, and, I had a child that, played sports, and, that took over my life for a lot of years. And so my social life was severely neglected because I was always traveling with my kid, going to different sporting events and things of that nature. So it was really hard to maintain those relationships. And even when I was married, just, making sure that my family was taken care of, it was just hard to maintain the connections. But as I've gotten older and, the kids, they grow older and, marriages last, some don't. Um, I really prioritize that. I prioritize, checking in on the people who check on me, or, really cultivating and learning new skills, and developing new hobbies, because that can play into, you know, your social relationships as well. So one of the things I did, I started taking a dance class. I love music and I love to dance. I'm not a good dancer, but I love to just move my body and I love some good music. So I found an adult dance class and I take adult tap, adult kind of like a fitness dance, just all of the things, right? And it has helped me, learn new things. It's also helping my body. It's also helping, me just develop good social relationships with the ladies in those classes. And yeah, so just maintaining social relationships, developing new hobbies. Hey, I'm on YouTube, so I'm hoping to build a community here and develop relationships here. So don't forget to comment down low. Let me know what are some of the things that you all are doing to help you age gracefully and healthy aging. And the fifth and final thing that we should do to maintain or to age healthy or have healthy aging habits and to age gracefully. And I think this is so important. Is the fifth thing is to reduce or minimize stress and prioritize sleep. That is so important. And that is one of the biggest things that people neglect. And it's one of the most silent killers for people like in midlife. We all have heard, of someone passing that's like in their 50s, or we feel like, oh, that's way too young. That's not necessarily suffering from any kind of like chronic medical conditions, but just simply they had a heart attack or they had a stroke. And you find out that the person was like stressed out due to family stuff, either the kids stressing them, spouses stressing them, the work stressing them, just stress. So I just want to urge, if you are in any kind of chronic stressful situations, you want to make sure that you minimize, reduce, or eliminate engaging in stressful activities or engaging in situations, relationships, things, anything that is not serving you and causing more harm to you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You want to reduce that, because that is not good for overall. It's not good in general. It's not good for young people, but certainly as we age, it just wears you down. It can wear down your body, your mind, your spirit, and just, make the aging process just, harder than really what it needs to be. And just speaking to women who are, going through perimenopause or menopause, being in stress will make the symptoms 20 times worse, 100 times worse. Okay. It's already not a pleasant experience, but being in situations, even like a job that's just, stressing you, or just family, even children, sometimes you just have to tell the people that you love, I can't do this right now. I can't do this with you. I need some space. So take that time to make sure that you at least spend an hour of your day engaging in an activity that will reduce stress, bring your body back to center, bring your body back to focus, ground yourself, reduce that unwanted tension and things in your body. Because, that's not going to help you age gracefully and be healthy as you age if you're holding that stress in. One of the things that I've done, I love to take walks in nature. I carve out time and say, you know, like I cut my phone off at a certain time, you know, I'm done talking, I'm done giving for the day. It's just me. This is my time. And I do whatever I need to do in that time, take a bubble bath. I also take like a stretching class. And while it's helping with my mobility, it's also kind of like yoga is therapeutic because as I stretch my body and release those tension and tension in my body and breathe deeply, it in turn reduces my stress, right? And I also prioritize my sleep. So I know like women going through menopause and perimenopause, sleep don't come easy. Okay, sometimes it just don't come easy, right? So you just want to make sure that I know we hear people say develop good sleep hygiene practices. Good sleep hygiene practice. What is that? Turn your phone off, right? Make it dark. Keep the temperature in the room to a temperature that is conducive to help you sleep, right? Don't eat so late at night because sometimes eating late at night can kind of disrupt, you know, your ability for your body to wind down and get in a relaxed state and go to sleep. And then, you know, I've heard tart cherry juice can help with that. I myself, I do take herbs like lemon balm and valerian root. There's some great sleepy time teas. But just making sure that you get, you know, the 7 hours of sleep or however long, you know, your body needs to reset, recharge, and go, you know. So yeah, so those are just some of the 5 things that I want to share about healthy aging and things that we can do to kind of age gracefully. Let me know in the comments below some of the things that you all have done or some of the things that might be helpful to me. You know, like I said, I certainly don't have it all together and I'm still learning. So I'd love to hear some feedback from y'all. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I promise to have more videos coming. And I hope you all have a wonderful, peaceful week. Bye, midlifers.